Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Let's Play Planet Coaster Christmas Wonderland here on Theme Park Worldwide. It's the penultimate episode in this series. There's only one more episode left next week, and it's also the final one before Christmas. So I'd just like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And I'll also have some more details on what's coming up tomorrow on the channel very soon, because it's really exciting. But yes, welcome to the episode. As you can see, I'm just starting work now on what is going to be the final themed area in this park, and it's going to be the Alpine Village, which is going to be a ski resort. That is exactly why I wanted to put in the chairlift a few episodes back. Of course, we put that in over in one of the other areas of the park, and then it's going to transport guests down to this ski resort. So that was the plan all along. I didn't really want to give away the game too early. I thought let's wait until I've done it and working on this episode before you can see that. But yes, this is going to be the Alpine Village. It's going to be a ski resort, and it's going to look very festive, very snowy, and of course it's going to have a signature ride for the park as well. The second roller coaster to be installed, we're going for a wooden bobsleigh. So yes, this ski resort does have a bobsleigh run as well. So this is going to be a ride what's going to need a name and a storyline. As you see the Alpine Village progress throughout this episode, I'm sure you'll all come up with some fantastic names and a storyline for this wooden bobsleigh. So yes, you can get a bit of an idea already for how this area is going to look. Of course, you've got the chairlift making its way in. You've got all the snow absolutely everywhere. And of course, now we're putting in this bobsleigh as well. So in terms of the layout for this, I tried to do it based off a sort of a normal bob run instead of an actual theme park ride. So that was my plan with this. That's why the layout's pretty simple, to be honest. Nothing too complex. Yes, we've got a bit of a helix coming up shortly, but it was more a simple layout to resemble an actual how a bobsleigh track would actually be. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you come up with names and storylines suggestions for this. How does it fit in to the Alpine Village? I'm really looking forward to seeing that. But anyway, I'm going to tell you about it now because I'm really excited. Of course, we've got something very special coming up tomorrow on Christmas Eve here on Theme Park Worldwide. The first ever Theme Park Worldwide Christmas Spectacular. It's a 1 hour long show that we've recorded this week featuring me and Charlotte, along with a couple of special guests as well. My wonderful parents who've appeared on the channel earlier in the year during the lockdown. They're going to be appearing in this special video tomorrow night. Now, like I say, it's going to feature a quiz, 30 question theme park quiz, all about theme parks this year, and also the channel and events that have happened this year that we wanted to celebrate. And also along with that as well, there's going to be singing, there's going to be dancing. Charlotte performs a wonderful opening Christmas song. We've got a big finale and also an opportunity for us all to sing along together. So it is something really different to what we've ever done before. It's been a really tough year, hasn't it? So we thought we want to produce something at Theme Park Worldwide to make you laugh, make you smile, because that is what the channel is all about. I've said it all along. I don't like to take things too seriously. We've all had a tough year this year. Let's make the most of it and have a good old-fashioned Christmas sing-along and a quiz. So that'll be coming up at 7 p.m. On the dot here on Theme Park Worldwide. But if you can't catch it tomorrow night, don't worry. You will be able to watch it at any point afterwards as well. So you might want to do the quiz on Christmas Day, any time throughout Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, whenever you want to do it, you can do the quiz and of course play along, because the answers to the quiz come later on in the video, along with a spectacular finale, all singing, all dancing. Honestly, we've never done anything quite like this before on the channel. A lot of work's gone into it, a lot of time, and I really hope that you enjoy it. So once again, that's the Theme Park Worldwide Christmas Spectacular coming up tomorrow night, Christmas Eve at 7 p.m. Right then, as you can see, we've got the layout complete then. So we've put that helix in. We've also increased some of the terrain around there as well. And then I'm just working on the actual station building now. And that's going to be like this Alpine Lodge over at the back. There's a certain style that I wanted to go for with this. And you'll see what I mean as we're doing it. A very different building to what I've already built in the park. I've never actually been to a real ski resort. So I'm kind of basing this off what I imagine a ski resort to be like. But I have had a look at some videos videos on YouTube and some images as well on Google, just to get a bit of an idea for what they're like. But I tell you what, next Christmas I would love to actually go to a ski resort and spend Christmas there. Like, that would be amazing. I'd love to do that. Maybe you've done that before. Let me know in the video comments. I'd also be really interested to know what your plans are for Christmas. Of course, you know, it is going to be different for us all this year. If you're living in the United Kingdom, we've got some pretty strict rules still in place for Christmas, but we're going to make the most of it, aren't we? You know, and like I say, tomorrow night, you're really going to enjoy it. If you felt a bit down this year as well, like we all have at points, this video will really, really cheer you up. It's going to be a family-friendly Christmas show for an hour that I can't wait. Really excited for it. As you can see here, we've put this little balcony, which is extended out from the main station building over to the balcony what's going to be around some of the buildings. So with it being a ski resort, of course, we need people, we need places where people can stay. Of course, this is all part of the theme. This wouldn't be real accommodation. This Christmas Wonderland themed park doesn't actually have any real accommodation. I don't think it's big enough to justify it, but we are building accommodation here for fake, basically, inside this area, just so it fits with the theme. So there's going to be a lot of balconies. The real reality of this, if it was a real theme park, the buildings would probably be used more as back of house areas, offices for staff, green rooms, all that sort of thing, HR, laundry services, I don't know, everything what goes on back of house at theme parks. And again, I just want to take this opportunity to thank all theme park staff this year, in the real theme parks, not in these fake ones in Planet Coaster. Honestly, you've all done an amazing job. There might be many people watching this who work at a theme park wherever you are around the world. You've done a fantastic job this year, making the most of it, the best you can, keeping people safe. It's been tough, so well done you. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Me and Charlotte certainly really do appreciate all of your hard work and efforts this year. So this is coming together nicely already. We've got some more buildings in around the chairlift station. We've got this little tunnel section here that I'm putting on the wooden bobsleigh, and as you can see, we've started to put more trees in as well. This is going to be covered in trees, this area. It's a proper ski resort in the middle of a forest with this one. So I wanted to make sure that we put trees absolutely everywhere just to sort of block it in and make it look nice and festive. So you might be thinking, oh, there's still quite a bit of space what Sean's flattened out in this area. What else are we going to have? And you're going to find out shortly in terms of there's going to be two more flat rides going into this area. And also I'm going to put in a little market as well, a little winter market. So the first flat ride that's going in, a nice classic caterpillar. Who loves a caterpillar? Like where you go round in a circle over the little bumps, and then of course you got the tunnel what comes over the top of you as well. So yeah, I love a caterpillar. Thought let's put one of those in. Nice Christmas classic. Another flat ride that we can add into the park. Quite a big ride lineup at this park actually, considering it wasn't supposed to be as big as this. I hadn't originally planned for it to be anywhere near as big, but it's kind of just grown and developed into this size, and you know what, I think it looks really good. But yeah, as you can see, we put a nice roof on the caterpillar, putting in the walls around there as well. And of course, like with the bobsleigh, this is also going to need naming for the final episode. I'm quite emotional that next week will be the last episode in this series. It's been wonderful. It's been a real build up to Christmas, hasn't it? And that's another reason why we wanted to do this big show on Christmas Eve. Just to say thank you really to everybody throughout the year. We've got some funny look back moments in it as well. Looking back on some of the best bits of this year. We might be having some more baking. Of course, we did the baking videos early in the year. There may possibly be a little bit of baking coming up. So yeah, honestly, it's really good fun. I hope that you can all tune in and enjoy it at some point over the Christmas season, even if that can't be tomorrow. Right then, here you can see we've got a nice drop tower that's going into place. Love a good drop tower here at Theme Park Worldwide. So yeah, we've got the drop and shot tower actually. These are great rides actually, usually manufactured by Huss. But yeah, these are very good rides because it means that you get a lot more than just an S&S shot tower, and you get more than just an Intamin drop tower really. You get a really nice mix of shooting up the tower and then back down as well, meaning that you get some absolutely fantastic views. So in this park, Christmas Wonderland, it means if you're sitting on the left-hand side, you'll get an absolutely incredible view all the way across the full park. I thought we need another tall ride. We've got a few tall rides in this park, but it's nice to put another one in, just so you get a good aerial view. I mean, we've already got the Condor in the park. We've got the Ferris wheel. They're two pretty other tall rides. Thought, let's add one more, why not, to put into this park. So there we go, that was the last ride installation. So get your name suggestions coming in for the wooden bobsleigh, for the caterpillar ride, and also for this drop and shot tower as well. And lots of snow going in, as you can see. I've covered over the queue lines, but we're putting lots of snow on the roofs because this is a ski resort. We want even more snow here, don't we, for people to enjoy. So anyway, let's have a little throwback now to the last episode, of course, where I needed some name ideas for the previous area for 3 of the flat rides. So we've got 3 different names that I've chosen. We already had the name out there for the breakdance. That was Rockin' Robin. But we needed a name for the balloon ride, the afterburner, and also as well for the twister in the area. So the 3 rides that needed naming. Let's start off with the balloon ride. Big thank you to Terrestrial Gamer for coming up with the Flying Baubles. So I like this one. Of course, they look like balloons in the game. Unfortunately, we can't change that. But if this was a real theme park, they would be baubles and they would be flying around. So I liked that. So thanks for that one. The Flying Baubles. We've got the afterburner in there as well. Jack came up with a fantastic name for this one, Tinsel Twister, for that. So yeah, I thought that'd be a really nice one for the afterburner. You could even have some tinsel attached to it, or maybe some better secured tinsel. I don't think the real stuff would do very well on an afterburner, do you? It'd probably come flying off and maybe hit somebody in the face. But let's pretend that, you know, there'd be some nice secure tinsel on there. And then finally for the twister, the sizzler, whatever you want to call it, Liam came up with Reindeer Run for this one as well. So I like that. I thought fantastic, like you're chasing reindeers around on this sizzler. So 3 more fantastic names for the flat rides, and thank you very much to the 3 of you for coming up with those. Like I mentioned, just 3 more names are required for this area. Of course, we don't need one for the chairlift because we've already got that name from when I put the other station in initially. But we do need the 3 for these other rides. So the Caterpillar, the Drop Tower, and the bobsleigh as well. And the bobsleigh, I would love a really nice storyline about how it fits into the Alpine Village here. Why is it here? Because you got to think, ski resorts wouldn't necessarily have a bobsleigh. They would have, you know, all the slopes and chairlifts and stuff like that. They wouldn't necessarily have a big toboggan run, so to speak, running through it. So come up with your names for that one. I'll be really interested to see what you're putting in the comments this week. And I'll be back next Wednesday with the final episode in our Christmas Wonderland series. Christmas Day will be over, Boxing Day will be over, but we will be leading up, of course, to New Year's Eve. So yes, that will be that final episode of the series leading up to New Year's Eve for you all. So yeah, the final episode of 2020. What a year, eh? What a year. But honestly, I'm really hoping that next year we can get some more travel in. That's something that I've missed a lot this year. We've still done some great trips that me and Charlotte both really appreciate. And of course, you can see that a lot of the highlights coming up in tomorrow night's big Christmas show. But you know, we've done a lot, but I still miss doing some other bits this year that we used to, especially over Christmas. It's been a really slow Christmas for us this year in terms of going places. Of course, there's still been a lot of content coming out on the channel. There's a lot of theme park news coming out, so I've been reporting on that. We've had these episodes every Wednesday, and of course there's a selection of on-ride POVs and off-ride videos that I always upload. So there's still videos every day, and that is the case going into 2021. There isn't going to be a day without a video on the channel. I'll keep putting something on every day for you to all enjoy. So that's something that, you know, you can always remember, that no matter what sort of day you've had, you can always come to Theme Park Worldwide by the evening and have a brand new video to enjoy. And that's something that I'll be continuing for the foreseeable future here on the channel as well. Right then, as you can see, the buildings now are pretty much complete, so we're adding the finishing touches onto those. We've put these lovely Bavarian style balconies on. I just thought they looked great all the way throughout this, so I thought, yeah, let's put them on. Didn't really need to change the colour scheme either, because they fit really nice with the ski resort vibe that we're going with here. We've also put some windows on, some doors, trying to vary up how each building looks in terms of with the positioning of the windows and doors. Not all of them have got the same ones on either. Just makes it look a bit different, doesn't it? A bit more variety adding around. And as this is also a ski resort at Christmas time, we need to make sure that we've got plenty of wonderful Christmas decorations, and that is what's going into place just here now. So it looks great at night, this area, doesn't it? And quite pleased with how the wooden bobsleigh fits in, actually. Sort of, you know, intertwining with that part of the area. The fact you've got these little balconies heading over. And perfect for attaching lots of Christmas lights to. That was always the plan with these balconies. I thought, yes, we can attach loads of lovely Christmas lights, get them festoons on there just to make it look even more Christmassy, of course. So that's what's going on here, adding them in all the way around throughout the area. I want to make sure there's plenty of lighting throughout here just to make it look absolutely beautiful. But building this park has really made me want to go and see some more wonderful places at Christmas, hopefully next year. I'd love to go to a ski resort, and I would have a go at skiing. I can't seem to be very good. I've had a go before on a dry ski slope, but I've never actually been on a proper ski slope before. Maybe I should go to like the Snowdome or something like that in Tamworth and go and actually have a go on the ski slope there. I mean, I've been down the slope on a toboggan. We've filmed that before on the channel, but never actually done it on a ski slope or on skis or a snowboard or something like that. But I would love to give that a go. And doing this series has just made me get into that festive mood. I'd love to do that next year. More lighting going in there onto the apexes of the buildings as well. Of course, you can put loads of lighting into this game and make it look absolutely fantastic at night. A big part of this park has been about the lighting and how it looks at night. In fact, you're seeing more of this park at night than you are in the daytime, really, because it always is. It's just about the nighttime experience at a park like this, isn't it? The daytime's great, but in the dark is when this park really does come alive, and you can just see that now with all the wonderful Christmas lighting that we're adding around on the balconies, windows, doors, wherever we can put decorations. I'm making sure that I put them in. So there we go. It's looking good, isn't it? A few more finishing touches though to come into this area before it's complete. Of course, continuing with that lighting, we've got lots more trees to put in, some more snow as well to go around in this area just to sort of finish it off. At the moment it looks good, but it's just not quite there yet. There's quite a lot of empty gaps, and you know me, I don't really like to leave empty gaps. I like to fill things in the best I can, because the way I see it is, if you fill something, it normally makes it look better. Not all the time, but most of the time, if you just fill in the gaps, fill in the areas, and there's not much blank space, it just looks a lot more complete. And we're also going to change a little bit of the terrain as well, because we've got pretty smooth snow all the way around this area. I think we're going to sort of roughen up the snow a little bit and put some ice in, and just to make it look even more frosty and festive. Talking of that, we've actually put some big fire pits in as well. That is a big part of the Christmas experience. I mean, I don't know if they have fire pits at a ski resort. I assume they do, but I thought, yeah, let's put, 6 or 7 of these fire pits all the way around the area. We've got the little market stalls for guests to enjoy, some more Christmas trees that are going into place, and then, of course, the real trees here as well that have already got the snow attached to them. I tell you what, it's been really nice this series, actually working with a different terrain. Even when I used to play Roller Coaster Tycoon a lot, I never really used the snowy terrain that much, whereas it's been really nice actually to work with a different terrain, using different trees. It'll be quite weird in the next series, building on grass again after doing this. A little hint towards what I've got planned for the next series. And once again, I'll just mention this for you, but as much as this series ends next Wednesday with the final episode, number 10, the following Wednesday will be the start of a brand new year, 2021, and also a brand new series onto Theme Park Worldwide, and that will be another Planet Coaster series that I'm looking forward to sharing with you all. That's going to be completely different to what I've done before, much like this was. It was very different. We are going back onto dry land, so to speak, with the next series. It is going to be on the grass, but I'm looking forward to sharing exactly what it's going to be, and I'll drop some more hints next week in the final episode of this series. So you got to hang in another 7 more days and you'll find out some more details. But look at the Alpine Village, really pleased with it. I think this is the fantastic sort of finish that this park needed. We've covered all sorts, haven't we, in this park? We've done a chocolate factory, we've done sweets and candy, we've done like a traditional like log cabin entrance. Along with that as well, we've got the Santa's Village, we've got all the Christmas lights on the buildings, we've got a big mountain with a roller coaster in. We've pretty much covered everything festive in this series that I'm really pleased about. I can't really think of many other festive things that I could have put in, really. So yeah, I think this park is the perfect size. You never know. I say this with projects, I never have done yet, but who knows, I may come back to this at some point in the future and add some more into it. But a lot of me tends to think I like doing new projects, but you never know. I could always come back and add some more into it if I wanted to. Here it is then, the Alpine Village, featuring these 3 new rides, and of course you've also got the chairlift existing in the area as well. Look at that. I don't know why them guests have got shorts on, but there you go. And then balloons would probably burst in that temperature, but there we go. It's Planet Coaster, anything goes. But yeah, this area, really pleased with how it looks. You can see that I've changed the terrain a little bit there as well, just to make it look a bit more icy and like there's more footsteps in there. Not really many guests up at this area yet, but of course I've only just opened this and let people in. But yeah, this actually took the longest amount of time to do out of any of the areas. A lot of time went into this, nearly 5 hours worth of gameplay went into this, well, 20 minutes that you've seen here so far. Yeah, so a long amount of time went into it. Let's have a ride then on this coaster. Like I say, we need some names coming in to get them suggestions coming in. I'm sure a lot of you have already commented with your name and also storylines, and I look forward to reading those and revealing them in next week's episode. So here we go, just leaving lift hill number 1. Nice little curve drop to the left. Hey, bit of airtime there. Oh, fantastic. Love a good wooden bobsleigh. Fantastic. Love a wooden wild mouse too. Yeah, but you don't get them very often. To be honest though, you only get the one of these now. Knoebels, fantastic wooden bobsleigh. It really is. Here we go, banking round. Oh yes, that's brilliant. Nice little helix. Back underneath the station area. It looks quite different, quite unique. Onto lift hill number 2. And then of course you get some nice views. You can wave at the other one going up. We'll be running 3 trains on this to make sure that we have some good throughput, some good capacity. Because of course the lift hills act as block sections as well to spread the vehicles out safely. And here we go, banking to the right. Brilliant. Into a bit more of an airtime hill where you just leave the track a little bit there, I'd imagine. And then straight down into that track section, round to the right, and of course into the brakes before entering the station. But yeah, really like that. Nice layouts, nothing too complex. Like I say, it didn't need to be. It's just a nice, good solid layout for this. Of course, we've got the caterpillar and also the drop tower in this area as well. So get them name suggestions coming in. But there we go. It's the end of the episode, and that leaves me just to say, have an absolutely amazing Christmas. Me and Charlotte would love to see you tomorrow night for the Theme Park Worldwide Christmas Spectacular. So make sure you check that out. If you can't watch it tomorrow, you can watch it anytime over Christmas. So thanks for watching. Merry Christmas. And that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you next week.